Well, hey, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and talk about these Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So the ladies are headed on a wine tour. Okay, so they're on their way. They ride down in a little car, whatever they in. Okay, so they can taste on them a little wine and stuff, enjoy themselves. Now, while sitting down, Dorit decides to bring up the link up that they had with Erika, or either it was Erika and Kyle or something like that. And so Kyle decides to open up and let them know that Erika informed them about everything that was going on with Tom. Okay, saying how his brother is now his conservator child. Good night. And also speaking on how her son had to go out there and check on him and stuff. All this other bullshit that Erika want the people to believe. Okay, they all thought it was really interesting about his brother being the conservator and wanting to put him in a home, because that's what really made Erika upset. So they thought that was real interesting because they thought all the money was seized. And I said, see, girl, I thought all the money was seized too, honey. And see, that's what I was trying to say on last week. That's why I felt like Erika was really upset, because while Erika was out, Erika was still having access to that coin. Okay, even though she wasn't living there, she still had access to that coin. Now the brother is taking over conservatorship for him, and now she ain't got no coin. Hence the reason why she sat down at a later time in the show telling Miss Kyle that she asked out and she ain't got no dollars in that bank account. But okay then, girl, that's really why she upset. But let's move on. So now Rinna, she's saying that she says that what else did she tell us? She said that Tom had cataracts. This is what she said. Erika told her that Tom had cataracts and the cataracts exploded, which caused him to get surgery done on his eye. Number one, when did that come in to be a part of the story? When did she tell y'all that? Because we didn't hear that shit on last week. So when did the cataracts come in? When did the cataracts come in? And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't know a whole lot about how you do eye surgery and stuff. Don't know how it works. Don't know if they go right through the eye. They gotta do a little cut over here. I don't know how that works. But when we see Tom out and about in these photos today, Tom don't look like he had no cataract surgery. But again, I don't know a whole lot about it, because how I'm thinking about cataract surgery is, it's going to be like a few cuts and stuff around here. I don't know. Maybe they just got to, go into the actual eye and do some stuff, girl. I don't know. I pray I never have to experience it, okay, because it sounds excruciating and I don't want to deal. However, when I see Tom look like he ain't had none of that done, but I don't know what this man had done. But okay then, Erika, girl. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead. Let's move on, girl. Okay. So then they tell the ladies about the son being in an accident, right? And then talking about how it was snowing, which is why he got into the accident. Erika was like, not Erika, but Crystal was like, what? What accident, girl? What accident? What y'all talking about, girl? We live in LA. Girl, this is not Utah. This is not Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, ma'am. This is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Please let the people know what snow is y'all talking about, because I haven't seen any around here. Girl, I was screaming. I was hollering like, okay, Erika, I keep calling Erika Crystal. Okay, Crystal, you thinking like us. But the issue with you, though, is that you really do want to be Erika friends so bad. And we see that in you. I don't know why, but we see that in you, girl. Because even with this, and it don't make no damn sense, you still sat up there and started crying and getting all emotional and thinking about your daddy and all this other stuff. And you trying to sympathize with Erika. I said, girl, this don't even add up, girl. We guess, okay? You want to be her friend so bad, but we're going to go ahead and move on. So Dorit says she feels for Erika because she doesn't have her faculties. Sutton asks, well, how does she know this stuff? I'm just asking, like, how would she even know about all of this, okay? And here go Miss Rinna speaking up for her, trying to speak up for Miss Erika, take up for her good friend, girl, trying to go, well, her son is the one that's involved in everything, so he would be the one. Shut up, Lisa. Shut up. Shut up. It's so funny how much you jump into defending Miss Erika, but where was that for Miss Denise? And I'm glad that Miss Sutton brought that up at a later time. Okay. So what else ended up happening? Lisa, yeah, she speaks up. So Kyle tells them that Erika is upset about the people that deserted him. Upset about why? How's she upset about these people? Do you know? Because how are you upset about the people that deserted this man when you are one of the people that deserted him? What are we talking about? Why are we talking about it? Why are we doing this, girl? Anyway, Crystal starts crying, like I told y'all, talking about how she feeling bad for Erika, and I'm sitting up here watching else is going on. Fast forward. Let's get to something else, girl, because you playing too much. Let's move along. Let's move along, good Johnny. So my girl Kathy, okay? Kathy over there, you know, she done got a neck and a headache, okay? A neck ache and a headache, okay? So she had to go ahead and go lay down. I said, Kathy, we'll go ahead and get you some rest, girl, because you did a whole lot to put these ladies into these lavish apartments and stuff, girl. So go get your rest, girl. So Kyle, Dorit, and Sutton, they sat down. Dorit and Kyle saying that they feel bad for Erika and they didn't know about the head injury as far as it pertains to Mr. Tom. They didn't know about that. Then they tell Sutton how someone, how she said that he was allegedly unconscious. So Sutton sitting up there like, if 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4, what the is this? Girl, how can somebody be allegedly unconscious? I said, come on, Sutton. You better ask these questions, girl. You better get up in the nick of it and just ask the questions. Sutton is confused because she's wondering, like I said, how somebody can be allegedly unconscious. Sutton says that she's trying to make sense of the mess. I said, girl, us and the rest of America trying to make sense of the mess. Dorit is saying that she doesn't want to push Erika too far, but she is in limbo because the girl is confused. I mean, because the stories that she gives are confusing. So Miss Dorit is confused. And I'm like, Dorit, girl, you lying, okay? You are afraid to push Erika to the limit because you're afraid that she gonna chomp your ass off the same way that she did Miss Sutton and you're gonna be outside of the circle. That's the reason why you don't want to question the girl and push her too far. That's the reason. Let's be honest about that. Oh, girl, I cannot deal. Anyway, let's move on. So it gets to nighttime. Right, so it's the nighttime and the ladies are getting ready to kick back, chill out, all that other great stuff, right? Erika says that she really needed a minute because she's going through a lot. And then Erika says that her husband has done a lot for a lot of people and someone could step up. Yeah, I guess, Erika. But then she tried to play it up by saying, oh, you know, why does my son have to be there all the time? And I'm like, girl, your son don't even be there all the time. Why are you lying? Talking about trying to make it seem like the concern is really because your son is carrying all the weight. Girl, bye. Okay. And why would they give if your son doing so much, why would they give conservatorship to his brother and not give it to your damn child? I guess they wouldn't give it to the child because it's too close to home when it comes to you and you will be in charge of everything, considering the fact that y'all got this legal stuff going on. But girl, I guess. Anyway, I'm not hearing Miss Erika, okay? Sutton says that the ladies want to prove that they are Erika's friends rather than ask the right questions. And I was here for Sutton when she said that. Y'all are trying to prove that y'all are her friends. Instead of being a concerned friend, like, hey, girl, this not really adding up. I'm really asking these questions because to the public, it's going to look like woo-da-woo-da-boo, da-da-da-da, and I just want to let you know where it's coming from. Like, it's not really adding up. So then Garcelle says that everyone is kissing Erika's ass. And I said, girl, you're right about that. You're right about that. I was here for it. Okay. The way that Garcelle and Miss Sutton looked over at each other, they ain't make no faces, but they just gave each other eye contact. Then they looked bad. I said, y'all better have a secret code around these hoes. Have a secret code around the hoes, period. Okay. Sutton hasn't opened her mouth the entire time. Sutton was sitting up there like, I was here with Sutton. Keep that mouth closed, girl. Don't even say nothing. Kyle, messy ass, fake, sat up there saying, oh, look at Sutton. Sutton's not saying anything. No, her mouth is pretty tight. Yeah, she hasn't said anything, girl. Sutton, you don't want to say anything? Sutton just looked at her like, I said, yes, Sutton. I was so glad Sutton kept her mouth closed in that moment because Kyle was trying to push a thing to happen that did not really need to happen. So I was definitely here for Miss Sutton shutting the hell up. Erika started shouting Sutton out, though. Right? They started talking about different stuff. Then she started shouting out the fact that, you know, Sutton had her store open and how great it was to be able to pay your bills and pay your rent and all this other stuff. And Sutton was like, yeah, yeah, you're right. And then she opens up, here go Kyle. And Kyle knew where she was going with this because Sutton also was the one that chartered the plane. She was like, yeah, I was thinking about the time that we came out to see you on Broadway. Yeah, I thought about that. It was so nice. So, and then here go Erika talk about some, yeah, you know, and you chartered the plane. You know, that was really nice of you, Sutton, okay? Girl, and Sutton, she was like, oh, yeah, wow. Wow, okay? Miss Sutton was just feeling like, girl, shut the hell up talking to me. I was with Sutton like, girl, don't say nothing. Don't give her a whole lot. This woman ain't got no money. Okay, she asked out. She ain't got nothing. Now she looking for a friend because you was the person that offered to give her a little coin. You were the person that was taking her to get like a facial or wherever you took her, taking her to cryo or wherever y'all went. You was doing different things for this woman. and made sure all those ladies came on the trip. So I definitely understand why Sutton may feel like she's being betrayed by Miss Erika, because she thought she was developing a really good friendship with this lady. And then now all of a sudden she want to flip on her because she's asking questions because things are not making sense. If anything, girl, you should use that as help, because if you think Sutton questions was something, wait till you sit down in that courtroom. They're going to eat you alive. But I guess, honey. So then Sutton and Garcelle at a later time, we can see them flashing back to the night, right? When they flash, they sit out on the balcony and they're talking. So as they're flashing back to the night and how things went, it was really interesting to see that Erika was riding around with Sutton's scooter. I said, oh, it done got real friendly. So Erika done got real friendly with Sutton. Okay. So they sitting on the balcony, and then Miss Lisa Rinna decides to FaceTime them. And they Garcelle asked her, well, what are your thoughts about Erika? Seems like she came back, she's all rejuvenated and stuff. And then Lisa Rinna was like, yeah, that was awesome, because she came back joyous, and we haven't seen that in a while. Sutton was like, well, girl, that's interesting. You would say that because me and Garcelle were just talking about how we haven't seen this ever. We ain't never seen her like that in that mood. So at this point, Erika can hear everything that they're saying as she's getting her makeup done. So she walks out on the balcony like, girl, who they talking about? Who? Girl ain't talking about me. Okay, so she's listening. She hear that they talk about her, and she was like, girl, listen, I hear you down there talking about me, and it better not be nothing bad. And I'm like, and if it's bad, what you finna do? What you finna do? Okay, so she said, I can hear everything y'all saying. So when that happened, you know, they hurried up and wrapped up the conversation. I know they did. They wrapped that conversation up real quick and moved on about their business. Now we get to poolside. Lisa Rinna and Miss Crystal go out to the pool so they can do yoga on what's the little paddle boat things, a little paddle board. Girl, first of all, yoga is one thing within itself. To do yoga in the water is another thing. But to do yoga in the water on top of a motherfucking paddleboard, girl, that's a whole nother. I said, I know y'all finna get ready to fall. I just knew they was gonna fall in there. Cause I'm like, girl, that just takes too much focus, too much energy, too much muscles to try and keep yourself straight on a paddleboard that's over there like this. Girl, good luck. Okay, so Crystal talked about how Lisa Rinna was supposed to she should put on a bathing suit, like a bikini, because she has the body for it. And Lisa was encouraging Crystal to put on a bathing suit, but when she got downstairs, she see that Lisa got on some leggings with them chicken legs that she got, and Crystal came down in her bikini. First of all, Crystal, I need you to stop talking about Lisa like her body is banging. Your body is banging. You look amazing. You look great. I said, you better rock this swimming suit, girl. And your hair was laid. I said, Crystal looks really good. Okay, so I don't know what you thought you were seeing in Lisa, but you need to see it in yourself, because Lisa ain't got it like that, period. I don't care how many eyeshadow marks she put around her eyes and all that stuff, and how many bangs she wear, girl. No. Okay, Lisa ain't got it like you. All right. So they end up doing all of that. Working out on the paddleboard or whatever. Sutton speaks on Erika, not knowing where they are now, but she does believe that things will get better, because I believe she and Garcelle had walked out, you know, to go see the ladies and stuff, and check in on Crystal as well as Lisa Rinna. Okay, now this was very random, because Garcelle ends up asking Crystal, has she ever been with a woman? I said, girl, what was the conversation before that? How did we get here? No. How did we get here? What was the conversation before that? Let America know, okay? And Crystal could not answer the question, confirming that it was indeed a yes. So she went over there, hopped on top of Garcelle, and put her breast, or at least put Garcelle's face in her bosom. And I said, okay, what kind of stuff is this? And Garcelle said that it wasn't expected, but she not mad at it either at the same time. So I was like, okay, maybe that's why you asked, girl. I don't know. Maybe you was enjoying her body a little too much, but all right then, girl, let's do what y'all do. So Kyle and Erika, we can see them talking. They're playing tennis or whatnot. Erika tells Kyle about the trustees. The trustees are looking at taking over the house and possibly evicting Tom out of the house, okay? She says by the time they are done with him, there's not going to be anything left. So when she says that, yet again, it makes me think and feel like, okay, ma'am, you was still benefiting off his house, off his finances and stuff, even though you left out. That's what I'm hearing. She said, so I'm just not going to get anything out of it. She was like, right now I have $0 in my bank account. So you should have already known you wasn't going to get anything when these legal things took place. Okay. When this legal case took place against him with the trustees, him and all this other stuff he been out here doing, girl, you should have known you wasn't going to get no money back. But I feel like you were still benefiting in some type of way from it. I don't know if people was getting cash out the bank or something. That's not making sense. And it makes me wonder if his accounts were really seized or if he had it hidden in some other places, because that was a conversation that was brought up by Kyle, when Kyle said, I thought all the stuff was seized. So how is the brother going to be able to put him in a home and all this other stuff? So, bro, obviously the funds and stuff wasn't as locked up tight as we thought they were. And Miss Erika was still benefiting from somewhere, some kind of money. I don't know who named the money was in, but she was benefiting some kind of way. So let's move on, okay? So the ladies headed to the dock, okay? Erika walks with Sutton and she apologizes to her and says that she didn't mean to lash out at her. And then Sutton gonna tell her, you know, you don't have to apologize to me. I said, like hell, she don't. That's what you wanted, right? You wanted her to apologize and acknowledge her actions, right? Why is you sitting up there telling that lady that she shouldn't? Okay, and it's very interesting that Erika did apologize, because just a few moments before that, she was in the confessional talking about how she wasn't gonna apologize about a damn thing. Yikes, only to see that she did apologize. Girl, Erika, you like Mia over there on Real Housewives of Potomac with this flip-flopping and these damn lies that you giving America. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, but Sutton struggled to get on the yacht, and I felt the way about that, right? They tried to really help her up, but I felt the way. I'm like, girl, where is the ramps? Why do y'all not have a ramp for Miss Sutton? Why y'all ain't got some? I don't know how she would have gotten on there. I don't know, but I felt the way about it. Like, why y'all ain't have something for Miss Sutton? Why y'all don't have that in general on these docks? If people got wheelchairs and they got to get on it. Okay, create the ramps. That's just like having like a handicap parking somewhere, and then people got to walk up the stairs. I'd be like, why they got to go all the way down there to catch the ramp? Or why are there no ramps at all? Okay, I don't be liking that when y'all be doing these handicap people like that. Think about them when you're building. Think about them when you're building, okay? Don't think about them just in the parking lot, honey. Think about them around the building in the other locations. But anyway, let's move on. So Erika tells the ladies about the talk that she had with Sutton, because they wanted to know. And Sutton said, girl, I'm going to let you tell it, okay? Because you brought that to me, so I'm going to let you bring it to them, okay? So then Sutton, she brought that to Sutton, and she talked about how she's at a place where she wants to move on. She wants to laugh. She wants to be happy. So that's why she had to talk to men fences when it came to Kate and Sutton. Crystal decides to open up as well, following in suit of her good Judy, Miss Erika, honey. And she tells Sutton that she has been enjoying her this entire time. And I said, that's very funny that you're now enjoying her, girl, because just not too many episodes ago, you was over here sitting up here with Miss Kathy and Miss Erika dragging Miss Sutton. So now you want to say that you're enjoying her time? Girl, it's giving, Erika, please be my best friend. Okay? That's what it's looking like. But all right then, girl, we're going to move on. So they hug it out, of course. Crystal go over there. She hugs Sutton. And Sutton, I don't know who birthday it was, but somebody said happy birthday. And it sounded like Crystal told her, listen, we'll never argue again. Like, that's done. We won't argue no more. We're good. I don't believe it. We'll see how it's going to play out. Okay? They play a game called Never Have I Ever. Garcelle asked if anybody's ever stole anything. And it looks like she was looking at Erika when she said she did a little head thing like, yeah, have you ever stole anything? Nobody drunk to it. Nobody answered it. Nobody wanted to answer it, which makes me believe all them hoes and stole a little something. Okay? Erika says no admission is no admission from the things that I'm learning now. And then Sutton looking at her like, I love it. I love that Sutton be on her observer mode, because that is me all day. I may not say a whole lot, but baby, I'm sitting back and I am observing how your ass is moving. Please know, please hear me, please understand. If I don't say, I'm just sitting back chilling watching. And Miss Sutton, she's over there like, no admission is no admission. Okay, like that's not adding up. You're continuing to confirm the fact that you is a liar, girl. You withhold the information, and that's all right. That's on you. So then Erika and Sutton, the question came up about somebody having anal sex, and I believe the question came from Miss Crystal. I said, girl, how did we get here? How did we get here, dear? Okay, Erika and Sutton had admit to having it, and I said, oh, girl. All right, drink up, I guess. Girl, that's something I would not be drinking to, because I have never tried that and I've never been interested. But let me go ahead and move on, okay? Erika bust out and said, every day, all day. So you do that with yourself? Is that what you're saying? Every day, all day? Girl, you not woe out? I couldn't do it. I could do it, but good luck. Okay, I couldn't do this. The nasty girl. I ain't finna judge y'all folks. Y'all do what y'all do in the privacy of y'all own room. Okay. Okay. So Garcelle asked if anyone has put on a strap on and done somebody else. I'm still trying to figure, girl, how did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get here? Okay, she want to know, have y'all ever done it with strapped on one of them things that be thanging and decided to put it down in somebody else's thing? Okay, to a man. And of course, the ladies haven't done that. Some of them were kind of shocked that she said that, but Miss Erika came out and said, girl, I would do it. I haven't done it yet, but I would do it. You know what I'm saying? My thing is I just got to get a partner that's just going to shut up. You know, because my thing is this, you need to shut the fuck up. I'm like, girl, who is you talking to? Okay, is this still about the partner that you're talking about you need? Or are you talking to somebody else out here that need to shut the hell up, girl? Which direction? Where are we going? Where are we going with this? Where are you trying to take us? How are we moving? Let me know. Where are we going? Okay. So, yeah, that was her thing. She kept stressing, talking about how she wants somebody to shut the hell up. And then Sutton was looking like, okay, girl, let's change the direction of the compass. Can we do that? Let's shift it, change it, rearrange it, because it's a lot going on. Okay. So the ladies get up and they go to the front of the boat or the yacht or whatever, and they're hanging out there and stuff. And then Kathy and Sutton are sitting back there talking, chit-chatting, speaking on Erika and them getting their friendship back on track. Sutton started to tear up because she started speaking on friends and arguments and stuff. Because like I told y'all earlier, she really was starting to see this lady as a friend. And I think when Sutton's probably, your friend, she may be a giver. She may do a lot of giving and want her friends to be happy. And I don't know if it's a people pleaser or something like that. And for Miss Erika to come at her sideways, she felt the way about that. And I think Sutton probably thought that it was okay for her to ask these questions when they didn't make sense, considering the fact that they are friends and they have done a whole lot. But at the same time, Sutton, you did form a group behind this lady bag. It said you wasn't trying to be affiliated with the BS the whole time you on this show. But I understood where you was going with it, though. I did. I got it. I understood where you was going with it, honey. But Miss Erika didn't like it. All right. So that's pretty much everything that happened. I'm not sure if she and Erika gonna really get back on one accord come next week's episode. We're gonna see how all of that is going to play out. We also gonna see how we're gonna see what Lisa Rinna's response is going to be about having a conversation with Denise. That ain't gonna happen, okay? But I do believe that next week is the season finale, and then we can get to this reunion that they said was like a 4-part. Why it's gonna be 4 parts, I do not know, but it better not be no damn 4 parts or gibberish. Y'all better give us something, okay? Get some real answers answered, okay? And if it's gonna be 4 parts, the last 2 parts better be Garcelle dragging Lisa Rinna up and down the reunion floor. Do you hear me? That's all I want to see. That's all I got. I'm jamithatsme. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.